I mean, I'm not even going to get started. I'm not going to get baited. Listen, you're a troll. I get it. You like hold some Solana and you probably follow Rand Nooner. And every time he comes on in the morning, you're grabbing your lotion. Listen, man, more power to you, but you're just not that bright. I'm just going to let you know, like, you're not that bright. I'm sorry to tell you. I hate being that way, but come into my chat with his nonsense. And it's like, I just, these Solana trolls, man. Oh, I will leave you alone. I was just trolling. It's a joke. It is a joke. That's the thing. It is a joke. You know what bothers me about that kind of shit is because I see so many people that are just completely oblivious to reality. And when I see that, and I see that they're basically just regurgitating shit that their favorite Solana influencers that are making money hands over fist pushing this garbage onto you guys, and then you run around the internet as though you just learned the gospel of Christ and you're preaching it to everybody. It's like there's just a million lemmings that don't have a clue what they're actually doing in the space. And what's sad about it is the number of people that are likely going to get burned. Luna, FTX, you guys are all a part of those same circles, those same groups being led by the exact same people that were pushing all of that shit. Do you not see the pattern? But they don't. They don't. It just blows my mind. Like, yeah, I know he's baiting me. Whatever. Yeah, I know it. I just got baited by an idiot. But hey, whatever. It was fun for a minute. I'm done. Somebody just okay, yeah, and this is a weekly candle here. So we're moving up. I made a call, what was it, here? I'm pretty sure it was right about here on the chart. And I told my little private circle that I think we're up only from here. And of course, like everything I said, I could be wrong, but here's a 5-minute candle. Bing, bing, bing. So it'll be an interesting weekend. And it'll be very interesting to see where we end up on Monday. Quite frankly, I think that a lot of the, I feel like a lot of the stuff that's happening with the tariffs, I think the bulk of that is over, quite frankly. I think that, we obviously still have our situation with China, and that may continue to go and grow. I don't know, but I do believe that it's going to end up getting resolved, because from what I gather, these tariffs are really decimating China's economy. And so I don't really think we want that. I can't imagine. I just think that they're trying to be like, hey, you're not going to push us around. We're going to do what we want. And Trump is like, no, you're not. And like, I agree with that sentiment. And I think we need to do what we need to do to make sure that changes, because I think Trump's right. I mean, and he's been saying this for decades, that, other countries have been just doing whatever they want with us. And it's time we start getting a backbone and stuff. I mean, I used to think that, I mean, if we look at like the previous administration and everything that was going on there, all the relationships and everything, it makes sense if you look at the numbers, even the ones that you're not supposed to be able to see, that, people have been getting paid and getting paid well to not do what Trump is doing right now, because it's just like, who cares? There are so many politicians that are in office that genuinely don't give a shit about any of us. They don't care about the country. They don't care about anything. They care about themselves, their own narcissistic, like, it's just crazy to me that these people, and the reality is most people in politics are complete psychopaths and narcissists. And so when you have that kind of mentality, you don't care about the people, man. And like, God forbid we actually have somebody that does. Of course they're going to be public enemy number one to all of the rats and the criminals and everybody that wants to run around and continue doing whatever they want for however long they've been doing it. Just makes sense. But unfortunately, that is the way it's been, and it's starting to change, and I'm actually very, very happy to see it. So the tariffs are definitely not good for Americans if we keep them, but they could be worse for other countries. If we do have tariffs, we need to eliminate the income tax. Let's be realistic, though. tariff income is never going to be high enough to replace income tax. It's just not. But there are other things that are being done by cutting the frivolous spending, the fraud, the just cutting the way the old guard. I like to call it all the old guard. By cutting all of that, and to the tune of like $1 trillion or whatever, I think total. I think most recently it's like 150 billion on. And I saw Elon talk. I forget who he's talking to. Was it Tucker Carlson? I can't remember. And he basically said, you know, if I were to reveal or unleash like all of the actual fraud, I would probably be nixed. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I believe him, and I think he knows that. And a part of me almost wonders, did somebody touch his shoulder and say it's time for you to stop? And like actually put some fear in him, because that's who you're dealing with. That's who you're dealing with, and unfortunately, that's the way the world works. So, oh yeah, where's my chat window? Where is my chat? There it is. Oh, was it Rogan? Okay. All right. I have ADA at 30. God, this guy just doesn't get it. Okay. Well, you know what? You continue buying more, and I hope you do exceedingly well. Okay. I do think, oh God, this guy doesn't stop. I keep thinking it's a new, I do think, however, that Solana is a shit product. The network crashes regularly. ADA is better in every way. However, Solana performs better because it's all a fake narrative. Do you have any idea how much it costs to run a validator node and how much storage you need to run a node because of all of the bullshit data and all of the dude? Solana's not just a shit product.